We haven't done a Reddit in a few weeks, and we just found one that people have been asking us to look at, and it was the subreddit of people that want to start getting into being a cuck, or people that are cucks, and there's also some bulls in there asking bull advice, right? And I sent it to Danny, and I was like, I sent it to Danny, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know this existed." You had to play it.
Oh, cuck.
Yeah.
What's cuck?
I was like, yeah. I go, how did you know that I was? No. I typed it. I was like, I sent Danny the thing, and then I was like, put it on your computer, and then you typed in C. Yeah. And you go,
instantly open.
Yeah. You got it in your favorites. So I just assumed at some point you'd probably want to talk about this subreddit.
Yeah, just discuss.
So there's people with their cucking problems, and it's a hard life. There is, a lot of the thing is everyone's like, listen, it's a hard life. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a hard cuck life.
A lot of the people, there's a lot of people, messaging being like, I was watching my wife getting sex and I didn't really like it. And people are like, sometimes you don't like it at first, but you'll probably start liking it more. A lot of the problems people have are they're just like, yeah, so when does it start being sweet?
Yeah. When do you stop crying?
Yeah. So anyways, I was watching this guy tune on my wife and didn't like it. Is that normal? Or when do we start liking it? Apparently, he seems like you guys like it.
Still waiting on it.
But some of the problems are so funny. I got 4 or 5 of my favorites.
One is a reply to one of them is very funny.
I actually have one reply too. I wonder if we found the same reply.
It must be.
It's not on this one. It's this is the first one. We are new to cuckolding. I often take my wife out dressed in short dress or skirt to regular bars or clubs and leave her alone so others can come hit on her. So you're kind of, you keep your distance, you watch. My wife is submissive, but she also is shy and usually goes on her phone when I leave her. Guys don't usually come up to her, and if they do, it's hard for her to let them know that she is there with her husband who is okay with watching. Is there any way to let guys know she is available so they can approach her? Does she need to wear something more revealing or do something else to attract guys more easily? Looking for advice. So basically, and that is, to me, this was the funniest one because it was basically a guy, he's been probably going through the cuck credits. He's like, let's do it. You know what I mean? Got the girl on board. He was like, I think I can handle this. let's go get a guy to have sex with their wife. And then you show up to the bar and she stands there and you're just like, huh?
Yeah. I mean, a normal guy, even if he's down to fuck your wife, he's not just going to approach a couple, be like, hey, how you feel about me fucking your wife?
No, he has the mustache in the newspaper. He's wearing full disguise, right before wearing a wire, sort of thing.
Yeah,
but it's also like finding out your wife's not hot enough.
Yeah,
essentially.
I mean, she's hot enough for somebody, but
if that's the case, where you're just like, let's go out and all these guys, let's find a guy to have sex with you, and then imagine going home empty-handed, where the problem was like no guys tried to hit on your wife.
Well, I mean, we've been to these sex clubs for comedy, and I think there's a lot of overlap here.
Well, if you go to some sex club,
not a lot of lookers.
Not a lot of lookers, but that's exactly. So
that's why you go to the sex club.
This guy was like, baby, we want you to, have sex with another guy. And she's just standing there for 2 hours without a single guy approaching her.
Like a couple of people come up to her and they're like, can I get a beer? And she's like, I don't work here.
Oh, okay. The guy comes in, he was like, yeah, she comes up, I get a beer, blah, blah. And then the guy comes over, he goes, and I'm just going to watch. And he goes, what? And he's like, no, I just asked her if she worked here.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. Well, do you want to have sex with her?
What? No. Ew.
They're like, the awkward stage where you're like not good at it. It's so funny to me. Yeah. What a letdown. Finding out that none of the bulls are interested. Yeah. You got to find out if there's like a bull bar where all the bulls hang out.
Ideally, if there is such a thing. But again, I think you just go to swingers clubs.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of gets rid of all these problems.
I mean, definitely, probably, but this guy's just going to like the Bear and the Firkin, and he's standing there. He's sitting in a booth, and people come up to him. It's like, sir, would you? So that's one of them. How does one overcome jealousy? So me and my wife have been waiting to start this lifestyle, and the only thing overcoming is my jealousy. It's the only thing that's stopping us. Any suggestions or advice? So this is one of those ones where the guy's like
not for
yeah,
you.
but I'm not really interested in watching her have sex with other men. How do I get in the game?
Yeah, it does nothing for me, but she basically said that if we don't do this, she's going to divorce me, so I'm willing to
And there's also, then this is one where a guy commented and he was like, you know, sometimes it's just certain guys that make you jealous. So then you have to talk and pick the guys that you both agree with. But so basically it's the guy being like, you're like, hey, I found a bull. And you just find you like really unattractive. Like, hey, okay, good news. I finally found a bull for you. And it's just like a plumber. Like
the answers to this question too are surprising. Here's one. The first few times for me was the worst. Jealousy, regret, and a raging erection was normal. I swear.
They like the jealousy, I guess.
I swear I masturbated furiously while she was out not knowing what she was doing. It does get easier.
It gets easier.
But I would expect them to be like, yeah, it's tough with the jealousy. But they're like, yeah, that hard on you get from that jealousy? Whoo!
You're basically walking into like a support group and they're just like, you know, and I was sitting in the corner just crying and someone else walks in like, oh, this sounds terrible, guys. And you're like, no, we're talking about how sick it is.
Yeah. This is another one. It's difficult at first. First times you'll probably feel very bad and horny at the same time.
so the gist is like that's the good part. That's how you know it's working.
Exactly. They're like, yeah, you'll have a lot of weird.
I feel jealous. You go, that's how you know it's working. Yeah. Definitely. But my favorite is still the guy that couldn't get any bulls to bang his wife. What stages are you at? So my wife no longer sees me as a sexual partner and considers me, this guy's like the pinnacle of, like he's so far down the cuck line.
Yeah, he's so cucked.
He's so cucked that his wife doesn't even consider him for sex. So they just live in the same thing. She considers him a roommate, which we're both really happy about. Very mutually happy that they're just two people living separately. She has a relationship with another guy.
Hopefully they don't have kids.
You pay your share of the rent.
Yeah.
Peak. That's like a final boss cucking mode, right? She said tonight that when she found a boyfriend, she's going to introduce me to her as her roommate. So now he's getting introduced as the roommate. Well, I don't know what part of this guy likes. I don't know. It's wild that I have no chance of sleeping with her ever again. And eventually she'll just have a full-time steady boyfriend that takes care of all her needs while I fulfill her other needs. Where are you guys at the journey? And I think that's where you're just like, dude, I don't think that's cucking.
Yeah, I think you're gay or something. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you go, yeah. I'm so big into being cucked. Like, what do you do? It's like, well, she has sex with other men and she has another boyfriend and I just sort of pay the rent and
do some chores around the house.
I haven't seen her naked in 6 years.
Roommates. She said she'll never have sex with me ever again.
She's actually disgusted by me. Pretty cuck life, right? Yeah,
cuck life.
Him telling the other cucks and they're just like, that's not what we get to be in the room.
He goes, what? You get to be in the room.
Yeah, this guy got like a memo wrong.
He's like a cuck of cucks.
There's a guy trying to figure out how to be a cuck and he's like doing it wrong. And he was like, yeah, so I got her having sex with other men, but now she won't have sex with me. She just has a different boyfriend. In fact, we're not even technically in a relationship. It sounds like
other than the fact that we're legally married.
Sounds like you're just stalking your roommate now.
Yeah.
So that guy.
This was the one with the good comment.
Okay.
Reply.
I don't think I have
you don't have this one? So this is the reply.
This is the guy how it approached for a bull. No, this one, the one we just did. Okay,
yeah, so it goes, where are you in your journey? And then this is the reply. It said, from one person, it's like bullet points. It says, wife gave virginity to our first bull, keeping me a virgin. Haven't even had oral before. Bull lives with us. Bull and wife have one kid and are trying for another. Straight, but still suck cock and take it in my ass. I don't think there are any there are any stages above me, with a laughing emoji.
That's not.
He's just like ultimate cock.
But like, what is that even? So you're a virgin?
Well, I guess he's gay because he says he sucks cock and takes in the ass.
But so you're gay.
But he says he has a wife though. It started with a wife and it ends up with you being gay. Just like taking the longest road possible to just admit you're gay.
A lot of them seem like that.
Yeah.
There was a gay one in here actually. This guy goes, I'm straight, but no, but they were sort of discussing that. The one guy goes, for context, my girlfriend and I are looking for our first male threesome. And I told her about my fantasy of having a threesome and she agreed and she knows I'm interested in just watching. But lately I've been sort of getting turned on by watching the guys who get involved in the cucking videos. And she said, I might be up to be playing with the balls while he has sex. He wants to start with maybe just tickling the guy's balls a little bit. If I was a bull, I'd be like, well, just stay in your corner.
You don't touch the bull balls. Yeah, I only got one rule. You don't touch the bull balls.
That's funny, him having the bull balls on his truck, but it's like for a different reason.
Yeah, it's the cuck.
All right, you get in your corner. I only got one rule here. No touching the bull balls. And then the one guy goes, it's okay. I'm a cuck. Wife Wife, it's okay. Cuck here. Wife's been steady with the same bull for a while. I try to do what I'm asked. I've sucked also, but I'm not gay. No desire to suck them off, but
I have sucked bull to completion. I'm not gay.
He goes, but yeah, sometimes whatever happens. And basically, so this guy's sort of thing is like, yeah, none of us are gay, but the game's the game.
Yeah, like sometimes that's like a part of it. You want to be a cuck, sometimes you have to suck the bull off to completion.
I don't know why the bull would want to get sucked. I don't know why the bull would want to do any of this, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like, I just kind of here because to fuck your wife. But
it is sort of interesting though if you're the bull and then so the bull's like allowed to do whatever he wants, but he basically lives with his girlfriend. But there's some other guy that doesn't have sex with her, pays all the bills, and he can do whatever he wants because she's like, "What are we?" And what do you mean, "What are we?" We're not in a relationship. You have a husband. He's over there in the corner. The bull life's almost weirder than the cuck life.
There's another one.
The cuck life, you're like, it's some weirdo. The bull's probably like.
It's all weird. Here's another one that goes, from this one. Some guy goes, look, I thought I was straight. One night, though, my wife and her boyfriend and I all got stoned. At one point, he sort of put his hand on my head and pushed me down to lick his cock.
The bull
my wife encouraged, and I just went with it. So you're gay.
Yeah. I mean,
it's fine. I don't just divorce your wife.
Sounds like divorce your wife and you
start
and the bull
your new life
with
over.
Your bull.
Yeah. How many stories? That must be its own subreddit where you're like, me and the bull are living
in love with my bull.
Yeah, I'm in love with my bull, and how do we ditch the wife?
You're basically, you're doing like sort of an Eiffel Tower.
That's a real happy ending, like a happy story right there. Is the bulls meet.
Yeah,
that'll be like probably fucking.
No, this is what happens. The bulls are on either side of her,
movie.
And then they're holding hands, and then they just start like locking hands, like where the fingers locked in together, and then just
take my breath away.
The music just starts playing.
Bros too. Bulls in paradise.
Yeah, basically, we're trying to turn this MFM just to MM.
Just to MM.
If you don't mind. That's so crazy. Yeah, the music comes on. Have you ever loved somebody? Dude, guy is sitting there. Somebody like you.
So glad I'm not into this shit.
Oh, definitely not. I'm glad that I'm not a bull.
A bull or a cuck.
So, hey, it's straight Danny or a cuck.
Just glad I'm not into any.
Glad I'm not a bull or a cuck because I'm not one of those fucking either. Whatever you fucking.
I never fucking suck a man's penis to completion. Not a cuck.
Yeah, you have to.
Not a cuck.
I know a big part of the cucking game seems to be that you blow the guy.
You have to do some pretty gay stuff.
Also, it does seem like that would be. I mean, we know one guy is into this and he's gay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like a big part of it is like, I think it sounds a lot of is like I want to have the guy to have sex with my wife, and also, you're like, I'm into humiliation. You'd be like, it'd be really humiliating.
If fucking maybe married you and lived happily ever after.
Yeah, it would really humiliate me. I'll just, I was just making a list of things that would be humiliating to me.
And it's if you proposed to me.
Yeah. Maybe if I sucked him off, I'd be so humiliated. Just, it really make me jealous. They just fucking made me rub hot oil on him. I'd be so humiliated if I had to do a chore like that. And he forced me to light candles and then put on music while I lied down on the bed, and then he came up and just had my way with me. Boy, would I be humiliated.
Boy, would I be a cuck, huh?
Oh, you're the ultimate cuck. After he has his way with you, he's probably gonna the both not gay. He's like the cucks in the corner, just being like, "I'm just so humiliated by you having sex with my wife. I guess probably after you have your way with her, you're probably gonna have your way with me too." And the guy's like, "No, I'm actually probably good." He goes, "I think you do though."
I won't be humiliated unless you give it to me. So this is kind of about me being humiliated, right? That's the whole point of this. The guy's like, "No, I just like to fuck."
That would really upstage me. Imagine that. You have sex with my women and then make me have sex with you. The ultimate in humiliation. Guy's like, you know what? We have your chair. Just stay in your chair.
He's like, maybe next time. He goes, no, it's got to be.
I don't think that would humiliate you. It would be pretty humiliating. I honestly don't think it would be that humiliating for you. No, I assure you I would be.
He goes, no, I assure you. I would be humiliated.
So a lot of it is that. The guys basically get into cucking, and then lo and behold, next thing you know, they're blowing a dude.
That should be the first thing on the FAQs.
How to approach a couple and ask to be their bull. So this guy, obviously, it's what you said. Like, you got to find the bull circles, but this guy is like, he's just a loose bull. How do you? That's almost like, I know that the cuck one's obviously weird, but it is funny to be like, my fetish is I need to bang another guy's wife. You're just like,
yeah, you're gonna get punched in the face. So much.
You know what I mean? It's just like. So you're just walking up to couples being like, hey, do you want me to take her for a spin for you?
Your wife's pretty hot. And the guy goes, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Goes,
you want me to do something about that?
What are you guys doing later? And you're like, what?
That you're right. That was the type of thing that gets you punched in the face a lot.
Yeah.
You're just a bull on the loose at the bar being like, hey guys, how's it going? You want me to have sex with her? Maybe you can play with the balls. Like,
maybe you can suck me off later. Goes, you fucking cock. How do you feel about? Hey, strangers. How do you feel? Wife's look pretty hot. Maybe I could fuck her later, and then you suck my dick afterwards. Like, never met these people.
Definitely a hard sell.
Hard sell
to be a bull on the loose.
If you're wrong on that,
to be a bull on the loose is definitely a friggin' asking for punishment.
That's like the classic, like, you know, fucking like comedy movie.
You go to the wrong couple.
You do that, and then you're walking away with the ice bag on the face. Like, next scene is just like, missed the mark there.
We can go to your place or my place. Listen, you know, I just want you to wait in the corner, but if you want to come tickle them, I'll let you tickle them. The guy's like, what?
Yeah, your hotel room or mine? They're like, we're from here.
Yeah. So trying to be a bull on the loose. Sometimes while I'm on the streets or in the metro, I notice a couple together. I can see that the girl's looking at me with a bit of a glare in her eyes. So he thinks he has bull detector.
Yeah, this guy's like, yeah.
He thinks he can see it from a mile away. Like, oh, that's a couple that wants. That's a couple that they want me to bang their wife because the girl
looks at him.
Gave me a slight glance on the metro. And notice the boyfriend is either smiling or acting dumb. I always want to approach them, but it would look weird to approach a couple who are having their first time together, wishing for me to be their bull. This guy's drawing a lot of conclusions. This is Milton with the jump to conclusions, Matt.
Oh, big time.
You're sitting on the subway and there's another couple there. And you're just like, man, the guy's looking at me all coy. He wants to suck me off. The girl wants to suck me off.
Goes, everything's coming up me.
That's just like everyone. This guy's literally. Sometimes this happens. Not once this happened. Many times on the subway. Have you ever seen that on a subway? You're sitting on a subway and you see a couple and you're like, guy's not interested.
All right.